All right, here we go. The game we've all been waiting for here. NCPA Championships in Lakeland, Florida at Central Florida Paintball. Cal State Long Beach 49ers taking on Kennesaw State University Owls Catfish. The reason why I've been waiting for this game is because Cal State are the defending champions, and they have two of the better players in all of college paintball in Chris Tregarthen and Corey Bornstein. So let's see what Cal State can bring to the table this year. And here we go. And the Owls able to capitalize off the break and get a kill. Let's see if they can do something with it. Yep, now making moves.
Into the snake. It looks like Long Beach is got a guy in the snake as well, and it looks like Chris is behind him. Oh, Long Beach seems to lose the other two players on the left side, so only the snake player is alive. It looks like 2 Long Beach players on 3 Kennesaw players. Oh, a penalty and a major on Kennesaw.
Oh, Kennesaw taken.
Yeah, no
yes.
bueno.
And you can see him arguing with the referee right there, and here comes Long Beach. And Long Beach trying to get this back after losing a bunch of bodies.
And here comes the paint train.
So looks like that was Jordan. Yeah, so Jordan and Tregarthen's going to grab that flag. And Tregarthen comes into this event, actually just found this out, with an injury, though it looks like he's healthy enough to be taking the field. That, you know, they need him out there. They got a lot of good guys on this team, but Tregarthen just was, he was the story of the tournament. Broke his hand, played through it, able to really, you know, help him out. And again, this game is brought to you by Extreme Pros in Garden Grove. Big shout out to Steve from Extreme Pros. He's a big supporter of Cal State Long Beach Paintball and a big supporter of paintball out there on the West Coast. So if you're in that area, definitely go out, check out his store, check out their website. And man, that was a chaotic point. Let's check this out here. And you're looking there, and look at that penalty. There's a red flag thrown in the air, so that's gonna be a major. And bodies are just dropping off, but you can see this poor guy in the stake was looking back like, really? Really? You're gonna do that to me right now?
This is sweet.
Yeah, we're looking good right now, guys. Come on, we don't need to cheat the first point.
And penalty.
Yeah, so Kennesaw, he's going down 1 to Long Beach. So Long Beach scores the first one, though they were looking good, man.
Definitely were.
The Owls were looking solid, but Long Beach, you know, able to capitalize on that penalty. So. And unfortunately for the Owls, that guy is going to be in the box for the next minute and 41 seconds.
Yeah. Looks like number 36 was hit and played on.
Yeah, so let's check out this replay, and this is Jordan running down the last player for the Owls. Look at that, perfect form. He went right at the bunker in front of him and then cut out wide, running that highway. The highway is the inside part of the snake. So just a beautiful job there to finish off that last point from Jordan. And he returns as well. So, you know, Cal State came into this league 3 years ago and really faced an uphill battle because they were hated because they were the only California team here, and they were good, but they ended up not performing like they wanted to. But then last year they came in and just had such an amazing event.
I mean, through injuries and everything, they just, you know.
So before the start of this next breakout, we're going to talk to Kristen. Kristen, what do you got for us?
All right, guys, so you're talking about Tregarthen and Bornstein, and once those guys get out wide, it's a danger zone. So Kennesaw's trying to keep them inside if they can, guys.
Yeah, that's smart. That is actually very smart. Scout your opponents, know who you're playing, and then deal with the threats that they present, and that's perfect. And they shoot Chris Tregarthen out, and he was not, you know, Chris was saying that up to this point, he really only played the first couple points for the team and then sat himself. So, you know, let's hope for all the Cal State fans out there that he's healthy enough to play every point he possibly can. You know, that's a big switch from last year when he played every single point pretty much.
Kennesaw coming off behind the snake, being a little froggy there, getting clipped on the mask. We got 3 Kennesaw players on 4 Long Beach players, and we still got penalty on Kennesaw. Look like we got a little action on Dorito's side for Long Beach. And,
you know, Catfish, the Owls, what they need to do is they really need to take that major penalty off the clock. So tighten it up and really grind out those gunfights. And then in 39 seconds, they're going to get their boy out of the box. But Long Beach trying to take advantage of this power play and making moves on both sides of the field.
Yeah, looks like the Owls are just in the back, kind of just like you said, grinding out the time, trying to get their guy out of the box here. And we have Jordan keep looking at the box and keep.
And Jordan catches one cat.
This one I was giving him praise.
You commentator cursed him right there.
I did.
Commentator curse.
Karma.
It's every event. So the snake is wide open for both teams. You're looking at the Long Beach State lineup right there. They are in the yellow and black on the right-hand portion of the screen. Now we're looking at the Owls and finally getting their body out of the box. So he's able to get out there clean. So they're now with 4 bodies alive.
3 Long Beach players. But Long Beach has more real estate down here. They're in the red section of the Doritos here.
Yeah, that's really been the difference in this point so far. And no one in the snake though. So if you're, looks like at number 20 for the Owls, that's Tyler Whitehead. So Tyler Whitehead, he's kind of got the ball right here. I know he's getting shot at a little bit, but really who's keeping him from moving? The only person that's really keeping him from moving is that Dorito. Now that is a great shot. You're looking at the top hand portion of your screen. But there he is. You can see he kind of wants to move. He's in there as tight as possible, but he knows that big snake is right in front of him, completely wide open, and he's going to want to get there as fast as possible because they have the body advantage. And when we were talking about that, oh God, and they lose a body out of that bunker for no reason, losing his gunfight.
Long Beach moving up on Dorito's side. We got Bornstein trying to find an opening where he can go and getting clipped. Losing Bornstein in the back, this can affect the match here.
Well, and what that is that's now 2 bodies that have dropped off for Long Beach here.
And we got Dylan sliding into the snake here for Long Beach.
Yeah.
Brian Moy. I'm sorry.
And he's in the driver's seat right now. But look at this, though, all the way on the opposite side of the field, past the 50-yard line, or the top left-hand portion of your screen. Look at him, all the way onto Kennesaw's side of the field, Kat.
He's all up in their kitchen making a sandwich right now, trying to see if they got Kool-Aid in there.
but that's why Brian Moy really, he's got to start going to work here.
Yeah, he does.
The guns are switched towards the Dorito side. Okay, now they're switched back to him. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Long Beach looking to press here, disadvantage.
It's done. And Moy shooting the last lonely owl out.
Really long points, man. Long points here. We're already down to about 5 minutes left when this flag gets hung.
And, Long Beach seems to be just taking their time.
Moy looking pretty good at that point.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he got a couple key points last season for them.
And great.
It seems like he's taking a little rest there as well. We got Moy here.
Yeah, great job by Patrick Scholes, though, over there. And there you saw the replay for Moy, the last player left alive for the Owls, going back and forth, just trying to clip one of the Long Beach State players, not able to do it. But Patrick Scholes doing a great job over there on the Dorito side, very aggressive play. And that's what, Cal State is going to be a really strong team if they can get production out of a lot of different players. Obviously, you have to look at Corey Bornstein. He plays for the Los Angeles Ironmen in the PSP. The Ironmen underperformed at the first event in Dallas. We're going to see them play in just a few weeks, May 3rd through the 5th. Check out Paintball Access for all the info on that. And as we bring the webcast for the next PSP event, Mid-Atlantic Open, where Corey Bornstein will be playing with the Ironmen, and he was feasting last year, as well as Treegarth.
Yeah, Treegarth, with broken hand and all. Wearing a soft cast.
But what I'm saying is that if Long Beach has a lot of guys, they have Jordan Sy step up, they got Moy stepping up, if they got all these guys hitting hard, they're going to be really tough to deal with, because the other favorite in this tournament right now is Florida Gulf Coast.
Yeah, they're coming out.
And they also have like 5-6 really solid guys.
Oh, definitely, they're solid 5.
So if Long Beach, they got a good solid 5-6 guys that are just handling out there. Man, that would be, I can't wait to see those 2 teams match up.
Definitely not. We got Treegarth and we got Corey out here talking a little strategy as they walk out onto the field.
Yeah, so we're getting set for the next point. Long Beach up 2. And Kristen Kenny, what do you got for us down there?
All right, guys, I was talking to Chris Treegarthen, and he said Kennesaw is the best team they've actually faced all day. He said they're good shooters, very accurate, so this should be an interesting game, guys.
Well, yeah, well, let's see if Kennesaw can make it interesting, because right now, I mean, Chris Treegarthen's like the nicest guy on planet Earth.
He's definitely the nicest guy.
Well, off the field. Yeah. On the field, he's a beast out there, man. He is crazy on the field. But the thing is, a lot of people don't know about Chris. He actually, every year, he goes to Africa and does missionary work down there. And he'll actually be going there for 2 months during this summer to help out at orphanages down in Africa. Really interesting character, great guy, and really good ambassador for paintball.
Definitely got to earn that karma back after destroying people on the field. That's why it goes down there, man.
Hey, you got to. That's what paintball's for. Paintball exists to exercise the demon, and he's good at that on the field.
Yeah.
Actually, a longtime LA Hitman player, one of the such an amazing franchise, you know, out of Los Angeles, and played every style of paintball. They play pump.
Yeah, he plays pump.
He's a pump champion.
Yeah.
You're looking at him on there. There's Chris Tregarthen, you know, just one of the most dominant collegiate paintball players we've ever seen out here.
And they lost Moy out the back here. Kennesaw losing 2 players. Looks like we got a 3 to 4 advantage Long Beach here. And Chris into the snake. You don't want Chris in the snake.
Nah, you want to keep him out of there.
Yeah.
And they know that too. That's what Kristen was talking about, how they're going to try to isolate him. Oh, but Corey Bornstein, he gets shot. And so Corey's struggling here in this match so far.
So,
oh, and everyone's dying around Chris. So he's putting him in a bad spot right here. He's the only player left alive, I'm sorry, in the snake, but he does have a back player right behind him.
the good thing is both players that are alive are in front of Chris. So he doesn't, you know, need to worry about the cross angle shots, just working what's in front of him.
Yeah, but that's the thing. So they're, you know, 2-on-2 right now. Both teams mirrored up here. Both teams have a player in the snake. Oh, there was the clip. Oh, I thought I saw the player, the Owl, Kennesaw State Owls get shot in there, but that's why I'm up here and the rest are down there.
That's why they get paid the big bucks.
Yeah, no, he's asking for a check, man.
Yeah.
I thought I saw something clip off of him, but
oh, it's on his hopper.
Yeah, and there the referee, the referee pulls him out. See, I knew I saw something.
Oh, and Chris just makes him wear it even more.
So Chris,
wait, there's a guy left, and I think Chris is going to defend a mistake. Nope, they told him right now. I thought he was going to walk to the flag.
So Chris got to be careful, though. Got to keep that gun up there. Now he's dipping inside, and it cuts to the outside, and he's going to run him down.
And
nice. That's as beautiful as you can do it right there.
Yeah. And waving in the cleanup crew to come in.
This is what I love about Tregarthen. So calm and composed, regardless of the situation. He knows that he's in a very perilous spot. He's at the 50-yard line, essentially. And he's still just super calm and composed. Look at it. Look at Tregarthen on the rundown, very end of the game.
Always focused.
Look at that, focused. He realizes, okay, I'm going to go low. I'm going to switch. He switched hands. Now he's left-handed. Look at it from this opposite angle. Look at perfect form. Puts him in. Yeah. He realizes, okay, I just made him think that I was going to come out that side, and then made him go inside, and then bam, just drops the hammer. Doesn't get any nicer than that. Chris Tregarthen just putting in work for Long Beach State right now. Yeah, so, man.
They got both of them hiding back there in the corner, having a little powwow, letting time roll out.
Well, this, Kennesaw, they just blow the horn.
Yeah.
Blow the horn.
I don't think they know.
Yeah, they are completely oblivious right now.
They definitely are.
Well, this is really smart, actually, because, you know, time, look at this, Chris. They're just hiding.
Yeah.
This is so crafty. This is old school right here. This is old school. They're just going to kick it right there because they don't need to, they don't have to. There is no forward progression rule in the collegiate league. So they're just going to hang out here until the Owls finally figure out.
The Owls are figuring
Look,
it out.
The Owls are finally figuring it out. If we could get a camera in their pits.
Yeah.
These guys are just, they're
like,
totally
what's going
there.
on?
And then I think they're finally going to concede it.
This is kind of like the back in the day where, you know, 10-man, we used to hide behind each other in the dead box. So when they count a dead box from far, it's only like one player in there.
Yeah.
But, you know, actually there's 4.
And now, look, instead of hiding, Tregarthen's just like, okay, look, we're still alive. And they're just going to hang it. They're just going to hang it. Wow. The Owls never even conceded the point.
Yeah, they never even knew what was going on.
Oh, my God. That was hilarious. All right, so Long Beach is going to go up 3-0, and we're going to be right back after these messages. All right, here we go. After a little bit of craftiness from Long Beach, a ton of time gets sucked off that clock. So only 1 minute and 9 seconds remain in this first half. And the Owls, they got to get something going here because they are getting goose-egged, and they have 0 points on the board. And you're looking at Moy taking the field, along with Jordan Sy, Scholes. You know what? I'm impressed right now by Cal State. You know, in the past, they've had a couple players shouldering most of the weight, but they really are looking strong all the way across the board. And again, this game brought to you by Extreme Pros from Garden Grove. Big shout out to Steve Ree from Garden Grove. Got to go check out his field, man. If you are in the Los Angeles area, you know, big supporter of paintball out there. got great deals on and anything you possibly need to play the game, and a big supporter of this Long Beach State team. You see Tregarthen out there giving his boys, pumping them up. So, you know, I talked to Chris before this matchup, and he had said that he didn't know how many points that he would be playing. I couldn't quite tell exactly what his injury was. I don't know if he didn't want to tell me what it was, but he had said something like maybe a pinched nerve, and you know, it's something where when he goes and plays the points, it's not necessarily bothering him when he's out there, but at night he can barely walk.
No.
So, and he's a tough guy. He does triathlons. He's in peak physical condition.
Yeah.
I asked him how he hurt himself. He's like, man, I ran my body too ragged, doing too much.
I was playing chess, and you wouldn't believe, man. I moved the rook and just pinched the nerve.
And then my just pinky finger.
Yeah. Ornstein just still having trouble here in this this tournament.
Yeah, Corey is struggling right now, and that is, I did not think that we would see that from him. Yeah. He was just beastly out here last year.
Yes, he was. We got Jordan coming into the snake here again, facing their Kennesaw snake guy.
And if Jordan is able to play the 1, which is the first attacker, or you'll hear us say the 1, the 2, or the 3, that basically means that what order are these guys attacking down the field. So if Jordan can play that first snake, that 1, and he can play it good, wow, they're going to be really hard to stop, because that'll let Tregarthen rest a little bit, and they'll be able to flip-flop them.
Oh, man, snake wide open for Long Beach right now.
Yeah.
Kennesaw has, I believe, 2 players left, while Long Beach has 3.
Yeah, Spencer Lloyd tried to do something over here on the snake side, but he got tore up, so. And, but losing another body is Long Beach, and losing another body. So now only 2 players left alive for Long Beach State right now.
Time keeps on ticking.
Yeah, so that's it, man. That's going to do it for the first half. You got a whole second half action coming at you, but it has been all Cal State University Long Beach 49ers here so far. And it's good to see, if you are a Long Beach fan, that Chris Tregarthen has played pretty much, I think, every point so far.
Yeah, every point.
And looks pretty healthy. So, you know, but the strength, the continued improvement of this program is very impressive. And let's take a look at this battle here in the snake, in that last point. And there's Jordan. You know, Jordan's impressed me. He's gotten better every year, man.
Yeah.
But he caught one in there, and then immediately backing him up is Tregarthen, who's able to get right in there and zone up on that lane.
Keep him from coming any further.
Yeah, so Tregarthen is hitting it right now, doing a good job, and Long Beach looking real solid. But we haven't really seen anything out of the Owls yet.
Yeah, the Owls definitely need to get something, you know, cooking in their kitchen over there, you know.
All right, looks like Kristen Kenny is down on the sidelines. Can't wait to hear this, though. She looks like she has got Chris Tregarthen.
I do. Chris, you played practically every point. How are you feeling, though?
A little winded, but my body feels pretty good, so kind of still excited to keep playing, hopefully, if they let me, but sometimes I want to go out there like, Chris, get back in the box. So.
All right, you were saying that Kennesaw is the best team you've faced thus far.
Yeah, absolutely. They're doing a great job shooting off the break. They're doing a great job playing really tight, not sloppy. I've had to dodge every point, like balls right in my face. They're shooting on point, and yeah, I try to encourage them. I keep it coming. I hope they continue to push hard in this field.
Well, you're so calm out there, like you just said. How do you stay so calm out there?
I'm really wiry over here, but when I go over there, it's like, oh, it's so peaceful out there. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. If you go play paintball, you're going to experience a lot of adrenaline rush. Paintball's flying everywhere, but yeah, it's something I love to do, and it's been something I've been looking forward to do for a long time this whole season. So it's just, I want to enjoy it as much as I can. So
now you're here. What's different about this team this year from last year?
We got a lot of depth. We got a lot of fast guys that we've been cycling in, and they're learning a lot. So it's exciting, because if I don't have to play, I can encourage these guys to learn a whole bunch. So it's kind of cool that I kind of pass the reins on to the new guys. So
you don't want to play. Come on.
Yeah, but it's fun.
All right. Well, best of luck, guys. Okay, back to you.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, Kat, is that with the depth, the new depth that we're seeing from Cal State, that's impressive. Yeah. Because if they don't have to play Chris and they can rest him and then play him as they move through the tournament, oh man, it really gives them even more.
Killer.
Yeah, it even gives them more of a chance. So let's see if the Owls can get something together here, and we're gonna be right back. Do not go anywhere. All right, here we go. Let's see if the Owls can fight against the aggression of Long Beach. But you know what it is? Long Beach is winning the close points. The Owls are keeping it close, but they're just not, they're not able to do anything about the, anytime there's 2 more guys left alive for Long Beach is stepping up and the Owls aren't. What would you be saying to the Owls right now in the pits?
And keep it together, man. I mean, they got to win their gun battles. You know, they're like you said, they're close points. You know, they're just getting a little sloppy. Maybe not really checking off when they're, you know, when they're going, and you know that's going to hurt a team.
Yeah. So just about, well, we got about 14 seconds to go here before the start of the second half. And yeah, here now clock is running. So here we go. And the teams have now switched sides. Long Beach is going to be on your left in the bottom portion of your screen, and the Owls will be on the top-hand portion of your screen.
We got Jordan behind the snake, you know, looking to make the move, going all the way out to the back bunker. We got Kennesaw looking to make their move into the snake just as well, and Chris sliding into the snake.
Yeah, Treegarth in bottom portion of your screen, able to just glide right in there into snake 2, start shooting cross field, and the ref is now running in, possibly pulling out one of the Owls players.
There's 2 Owls players coming off. Chris shooting cross field and getting that grill shot on that player. You know, this is where Chris shines right now, you know.
Well, a good thing that Chris does, because he is so methodical.
Oh,
yeah,
shot.
And he gets another shot in on him. So this is what I'm talking about. Chris Treegarthen, when he gets into spots, you don't see any jerky moves.
No.
He's not freaking out in there. Calm and methodical. He knows what, he's walked the field. He's been playing for so long with the Hitmen. He knows what he needs to do, and when he needs to play aggressive, then he turns it up. And look at this, just
Chris.
Dominating performance right now. Chris Treegarthen getting himself a 3-pack from the snake side of the field, man. Awesome job. And it's, you know, the Owls, this is what I'm talking about. You have to contain the stars of the opposite team. You know, if you're looking at a Treegarthen, you know, pushing down the snake, you got to start isolating, putting more guns on that side and keep him from playing paintball over there. But he was just torching people down, man. 4-0 is the score.
I mean, you can't let a player of his caliber get into the snake and not put guns on him.
Yeah, look at this replay here. So there's the Owls. That was a pretty aggressive move, but he got clipped out. And look at that. And then Treegarth in top-hand portion of your screen, he's like, okay, boom, no one in front of me, no one shooting at me. I'm going to push up field. I'm using all the bunkers. All the bunkers are, they're just put you put in between you and paintballs.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need to be right up on those things for them to do their jobs. And you know, again, Chris has just been playing for so many years at a high level. And I remember when Cal State first came out here and he was on the team, and I was like, oh man, Chris Treegarthen's coming out here, because he's been one of the stars for the Hitmen for years. And he was one of those guys that if he, you know, he dedicates himself to missionary work. He's, you know, does triathlons, and he's just into all sorts of stuff. And, you know, obviously going to school, and he plays a lot of paintball. But the thing is that, you know, if a guy like that wanted to play pro paintball, I've always told him he really, if he wanted to get into that grind, it really does consume your life if you want to play at that top level. But he has that level of talent. Talk about pro paintball players, Corey Bornstein having a rough day so far.
Definitely having a rough day, not being able to get his initial key spot. So, I mean, I don't know if that's going to mess with his head a little bit, but, you know, at his level, it shouldn't.
Well, the thing is, he's been doing this for a long time, played with Excessive. He's playing with the Ironman now. May 3rd through the 5th, check out the webcast from MAO. But the thing is that, you know, he'll be able to shake this off. But the scary thing is that, man, if they don't really have Bornstein out there doing anything in this game, and they're still putting a lot of points up on the board, then it's going to be tough for the other teams to play against them.
The scary thing is when he shakes it off. Looks like Long Beach losing a player off the back Dorito spot, and Kennesaw losing a player just as well. Looking like we might have a penalty being, no. That's 2 players for...
he wanted to throw it. See,
he did.
The ref was reaching for it, and he was like, nah, he's okay.
Bornstein walking off yet again.
Wow, Corey is really struggling today. This is very uncharacteristic for him, especially at this level. You know, I mean, he's just been...
And Kennesaw just walking off Hosa right now. There's 1 Kennesaw player left in the Doritos. 3 Long Beach players, and it looks like they're keen up on him right now and just opening the field, closing the angles on him. Oh man, getting a little sloppy here on the snake.
That was completely unnecessary. He did not. You take small bites, man. If you're uncertain, take a small bite.
Slice of pie, man.
Yeah, if you're eating something, you're not sure if it's poisonous, take a little bite first to see if it tastes good, and then you can get in there. You know, he's just
gobbling it down.
Yeah, running down the field, and end up getting Cyclops. So but they still have bodies alive.
We got Moy here coming down the snake, and he's a real methodical player, so you know he's going to take his time. And the field getting a lot more, being eliminated.
Yeah, so Moy, last player left alive, and that's all you need. You just need one to hang that flag.
There you go, and I wonder if Moy's going to play a little peekaboo with the Owls right here.
Well, what the Owls need to do is blow the horn.
Yeah.
They need to concede this point and keep, there you go, finally they're conceding the point. Because this is when time is really starting to play a factor. 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. That's barely enough time to score 5 points, and which they need to do to try to take it to sudden death.
Yeah.
So, but that's something you got to stay on, because as soon as you see, I mean, honestly, they might have even blown that when it was 3-on-1.
Yeah.
But then they got that quick kill. The Owls got that kill, and because Long Beach got a little sloppy down here on the snake side of the field. But the thing is, man, you really need to watch that clock and take very careful measure of how much time you have left. All right, so we're going to be right back, man. Do not go anywhere. And we're back. 7 minutes and 20 seconds remain. The score, in case you're just tuning in, Long Beach dominating Kennesaw 5-0. We really haven't seen, again, second half of these points has been all Long Beach. You know, it's not like the Owls aren't getting some shots on the 49ers. I mean, Cal State is losing bodies, but the guys that are left alive are doing their jobs.
Definitely doing their jobs, and it's not like Long Beach is controlling the whole game or the tempo of this match at all. You know, they're just, they're, like you said, they're more methodical. You know, their moves are a lot crisper. They're not getting sloppy. You know, they're looking for those shots across the field, and they're putting their key players in positions where they're going to shine. And get those crucial kills.
Yeah, and also it's interesting, they keep sending Corey out here, and I would too. Yeah. I'd blame every point. I'd be like, man, there's no one else on this team except for maybe Chris that has your level, and I don't really care if you're getting your head blown off right now.
Oh man.
Penalty for the Owls.
Flag party. They're just telling Corey, hey, cowboy up. We need you. And I believe Chris has been out for the last 2 points, so that,
That's smart, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you do not need to send Tregarthen out here with a 5-0 lead. In fact, I would let him sit the remainder of this game.
Yeah, definitely. We don't need another injury.
And so minor penalty on Kennesaw, and the Owls struggling right here.
Yeah, just really struggling. Getting their wings clipped here by Long Beach. And it looks like no one's trying to get the flag, and Kennesaw will concede that point.
Yeah, so forced to, no choice.
You look into the Kennesaw pit, and it's just people are just quiet. It looks like there's a little bit of finger pointing going on, and it's just you can just tell by their movements and by their body language. They're definitely not in the game.
Yeah, they need to get their heads in it. Let's check out this penalty here on the breakout. Looking pretty good so far. Diving in, insert bunker on the snake side, getting some bodies up in that center, and then making moves on the Dorito, but then the referee running over there, and he's like, yeah, you took too many shots after you got hit, so you and one of your buddies is coming off, and then they just started dropping bodies. Yeah. Look at that. They only, it was a minor penalty, but they lost the guy that got shot and played on.
Yeah,
and they lost one of their other guys because of that, because if you get shot, then one of your buddies is coming off with you too. So then you go to the box, and then 2 more guys immediately get shot out of their bunkers.
It's like the chicken pox, dude. It's contagious.
Yeah, it was contagious.
It's contagious.
Oh, God.
You need to be quarantined over there.
Yeah, so unfortunate turn of events that point for the Owls, and it's just been nothing but Long Beach. Score is 6-0. 47 seconds left to go, and we still got one more match coming at you before we end today's competition. Then we have a full day, all day tomorrow on Saturday. Lots more of these teams are going to be throwing down, and then we head into the semifinals and the quarterfinals on Sunday. And man, it's going to be a good one. Florida Atlantic University Owls taking on Rutgers. And Florida Atlantic is another one of those teams that you could say that they are one of the favorites out here. They've had some good tournaments in the past. They have some good players on that team, and we're going to see what they're going to bring to this tournament here directly after the conclusion of this match.
Yeah, this is about 6 minutes left in the match here.
Yeah, and here we go. A few seconds before the start of this next point. Long Beach on the bottom, and the Owls on the top of your screen.
Oh, Owls just getting mohawked straight off the front right there.
It's tough right now at this point.
2 Long Beach players, 3 Long Beach players coming off.
And look at the, I was going to say another penalty. No, the ref wanted, it looked like he wanted to give it to him.
Yeah.
But wow, look at this on the flip side. Cal State getting dominated off the break as well. So only 2 players left alive for them. So looks like we got ourselves a 2-on-2 matchup right now. And now spreading the field. No, there's 3 bodies alive for Kennesaw.
Yeah.
Real good field position for them as they might finally get on the board here and avoid the shutout. And point margin definitely plays a role in who advances in this tournament. So you want to win with as many points as possible.
Oh man, it looks like the Long Beach player just getting his wings clipped in the middle there. The lonely Long Beach player in the Dorito side. And
yeah, it was Joseph Pettarella.
Yeah, looks like we got 3-on-1. And a Snake player, I don't know why he's crawling around. He needs to get up and just get going.
Yeah, he gets taken out too.
Man.
So finally getting on the board. Looks like the Owls just got to run that flag in.
Looks like they're not getting skunked out.
No, so they're finally avoid the shutout. Again, point margin, man. Point margin is important. So, you know, everyone that plays the returning champs, defending champs, Cal State, is going to obviously want to go out and try to get a victory.
Yeah.
But if you do lose that game, try to avoid getting those. Yeah, try to avoid getting swept. Try to avoid getting those points run up on the board. And let's check out this last kill here, and it's just the last Long Beach player left alive.
Oh, Mohawk.
Yeah, Linko. So Linko, last guy left alive, and just takes a direct drive right to the top of his head. So he's going to have to come off, and finally a point goes on the board for the Owls with 5 minutes and 27 seconds remaining.
Kennesaw giving out hairstyling tips out there. I think you're going to look very nice with this yellow stripe.
We need to gel up the front of your hair.
Yeah, what do you think we add a yellow streak right here?
Well, it's about time. It's about time. Yeah, about time though. So, well, let's see. Again, 5 minutes and 27 seconds remain. That is not a lot of time to score 5 points. Is it possible?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Probable? Not really. And it looks like Kristen has some info for us. Kristen, what's going on down there?
I was talking to Kennesaw guys, and they said this is just one heck of a practice for them. They're sure they're going to face them tomorrow. So right now, they just know that they got to focus on pushing the Dorito side and winning in the middle. All right, guys?
They definitely pushed the Dorito side.
Yeah, it's good to hear that, though, because we haven't seen a lot of teams really effectively push down that Dorito side, and they did that last point. Even though they lost bodies, they were able to push aggressively up there and shoot Long Beach out of their bunkers. You know, Long Beach finally starting to drop the ball there, and, you know, thank God if you're an Owls fan.
Yeah.
But the thing is that like he said, or like she said that they said, is that you need to keep focused on what really is in front of you. If you're losing the game and it's looking like you're playing a team that's a little bit better than you, well, then, yeah, try to get a really good practice. Learn out there. Try to learn what your deficiencies are and address them.
And it looks like Chris is coming out for this point here, maybe trying to slow the momentum change if there is one, if any, you know? Just getting him out there.
Yeah, so Tregarth is taking the field again, and we're going to be right back. See you in a second. All right, here we go. 5 minutes and 27 seconds remain in this match. And yeah, I look at this. I don't know. It's anytime I hear someone say they're looking at it like a practice. I like that they're being realistic about what's facing them.
Yeah.
You know, realistically.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you want to go into every match in your mind believing you can win it.
No, definitely.
Even no matter what's happening, even if you have 5 minutes and 27 seconds left, okay, we're down 5. Well, we've scored minute-long points before. Let's go out and do it again. Now, of course, to put 5 of those in a row, tough. But like we said, point margin is very important.
Yeah.
So even if you're looking at a potential loss, well, 2 reasons. Pride is one, and the second one is that you're going to need as many points as possible to try to progress in this event. So let's see if Kennesaw can turn up the aggression here. On the breakout, Owls on the top, 49ers on the bottom.
Owls getting shot out. Doubling up. 2 players coming off. Chris into the snake.
They're just letting him make that move.
3 players, yeah. And Chris is just going to feast here. Come to this snake. Go to that snake. Corner. Come around. Shoot him. Let him have some. Just because the paintballs are free.
And so nice job by Tregarthen, who just continues to astonish over here on the snake side.
Yeah.
Looking real sharp, man.
Definitely real sharp.
The veteran for Cal State here.
And you know what? I'm surprised he's definitely not playing on a pro team by now, you know? Just his style of play. It's just
well,
incredible.
it's drive.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he doesn't have the drive to do that if he wanted to do that, but he's just got a lot of other stuff going on. You know, he's trying to progress his career by getting his degree. He does a lot of missionary work. He's involved in the church. You know, he has a lot of different activities, and he does play a ton of paintball.
He does.
You know, he plays big games with the Hitman. He plays tournaments. He plays one-on-ones. Plays pump. You know, he's a really kind of one of those, you know, like in surfing, you have guys that are watermen, like they do everything. Longboards, shortboards, big waves, small waves, it doesn't matter. He's exactly like that. He's that all-around quintessential iconic paintball player that can just, you know, play any style, any format.
Yeah,
and look at this. You look at that, he just glides in effortlessly and then able to
Right,
make that next move, bam,
stop,
just yeah, right in, no one's stopping him. You know, I always ask yourself that question. What's stopping you? You know, Rich Telford, one of the best back players in the game and, you know, leader of Excessive, one of the pro teams in the PSP, he would always say that to his front players. If he's behind you and he's rolling his gun, he's screaming at you, what's stopping you? What's stopping you?
Yeah.
He wants you to, if the answer is nothing, well, then you need to go.
Yeah.
If you have a retort to him like, oh yeah, well, the Dorito 1's got on me, then at least now you're giving some information to the team so that we can do something about that, free that gun, get that gun suppressed and get it off you so you can go to work. But man, Tregarthen just making it look easy out there. You know somebody's good at something when they make it look easy.
Definitely, effortlessly.
So, and it looks like he is not going to be coming out for this next one. And I don't see Bornstein out there either.
I think he's getting the rest.
Well, it's good. You know, at this point in the game, yeah, it's, you know, you're continuing to put points on the board. What you need to do is try to get your other guys some reps and get them warmed up and ready to go.
Oh man, we got him into the snake here. He might have taken a hit on his shoe here. Yep. Look, we got 3 Long Beach players just getting eliminated off the break. We got 1 Kennesaw player coming off. 4 on 2 here. And it looks like Kennesaw is going to win another point here if they, you know, continue to play tight. And
just keep it steady, man. Keep up those guns. Keep it rolling.
1 Long Beach player left now.
Yeah, make those moves.
You know, work together.
And now they're starting to shark down the field.
Yeah, and there it is. There we go. That's another point on the board for Kennesaw.
Yeah, nice job. Well done. Shooting players off the break and then making those bumps afterwards. That was textbook. Textbook play right there from the Owls.
And, you know, it looks like their pick got a little bit of energy in it, but, I mean, what do you think, Matt? 4 minutes left, 5 points to go.
It's tough. I don't think they're going to do it.
Break out the crystal ball. What do you see?
I see a win for the 49ers.
I see
and that's not exactly a bold claim.
Yeah.
But still, you know, like we said, the Owls need to go out there, get those reps, stay warm, and really get a good look at this field.
Yeah.
You're getting a good look at this field right now against a really, really top-level team and measuring up, see where you guys are deficient, and then start addressing those deficiencies. And we're going to be right back after this.
A&S Gear rocks the largest inventory of any paintball retailer. From our massive selection of guns to our endless supply of goggles, ANSgear.com can supply your every paintball need. We have a large selection of paint in stock and the best loaders on the market. Our huge inventory of jerseys and pants ensures that we have sizes for all different types of players. Don't forget, we also carry the highest quality paintball tanks. With your choice of free shipping on orders over $100 to next day, Saturday, or international shipping options, you get the products you need sooner. Shop now at ANSgear.com.
All right, here we go, watching the conclusion of the Kennesaw State University Owls take on the Cal State University Long Beach 49ers, who definitely have the longest name in the league. And they're one of the best teams in the league. And they're our defending champs. They're looking amazing so far in this event. Score 7-2. And, you know, like we were saying, man, the Owls are just getting a really good look at how good they are. Yeah. You know, it's, hey, might as well, let's play the champs right away and see how we match up. Definitely. And then that way, you know, our coaches and ourselves, we can take a really deep look at where we're really at. And I'll tell you what, they have some good off-the-break shooting, but they need to be a little bit better at those close to low body situations. Yeah,
definitely. Looks like we got a Long Beach player coming off and a Kennesaw player being checked over there. He's clean. So we have 4-on-5 now. Long Beach player man short. Kennesaw making a movement, trying to make a movement to the snake here. Matt, now, you heard Kennesaw earlier say that they're treating this as a practice. Wouldn't you then try stunts?
Yes.
If this is a practice, let's try some stunts. Let's run this guy to the X.
Yeah, I totally agree, man. If you're already down, and first of all, like we said, you got nothing to lose. So it's like, hey, can we make the second Dorito off the break? Don't know. Let's give it a shot. Yeah. Can we double up the center 50-yard line? I don't know. Let's try it out. You know, or let's do a stunt like you were talking about. Let's run 2 up to the center A, right at the 50-yard line, and then off that, streak a guy down the Doritos, see what happens.
And dude, this is a team you want to try stunts on. I mean, you know, defending champ. Let's see if this works, you know?
Yeah, the only counter I would say, the only argument I could say that you could argue what we just said is that the point margin. The point margin is important.
Yeah.
But, you know, again, you are out here to have a good time.
Yeah.
And then there's nothing better than running some crazy move and it works, and you just stitch like 4 guys in their back. Oh, there's nothing better than that.
Jones moving up to Snake 1, and Kennesaw Snake 1 being eliminated off the field, and Jones is trying to get that cross shot on Dorito 1 back there.
Yeah, looking at the cross-field spread for both teams right now, and looking at Long Beach, and they have a player in that second structure, second part of the snake. There he is. On your screen, he's loading his gun.
Long Beach player coming off the back of the snake here, being eliminated. Looks like we got Bornstein on the back bunker behind the Doritos back there.
I really want to talk to Corey after this game's over. I want to ask him how good that Dorito side is. We've seen a lot of, we've seen some good play over there towards the later part of the day, but earlier on, it was like a ghost town over there, and everyone was just coming through the center and through this snake, and then now we haven't really seen as much play up the center. Still seeing, you know, a lot of dominant snake production, and that's to be expected with the way this field's laid out. It's a really good snake.
Definitely. It looks like we got an even spread here. It's a 3-on-3. We got Bornstein coming into the Doritos here, trying to counter the Owls Dorito guy. We got the Long Beach snake player trying to find that cross shot, but he doesn't have it since the Owls moved up into the red section of their Doritos.
Yeah, and right now, Long Beach, they don't need to do anything.
No.
All they need to do is just chill in their bunkers and just give edges of goggles and the tips of barrels. That's all that Kennesaw should be seeing right now.
Definitely.
Because with the time ticking off, you know, this game's over. The game is definitely over at this point because there's no way they can come back and score that many points in 1 minute and 30 seconds.
This is, I don't know if a lot of people out there remember an old pro team called Lockout. This is their specialty.
I doubt that many people do, which is unfortunate because they had a really good story. But, you know, we did invent this there's a term named after a paintball team. It's called lockout, and that just means lock it down, lock the field down. Just, you know, just start crossing it up. One guy shoots in front of you, you shoot in front of your boy, he shoots in front of you.
They were so good at that.
Yeah, and it's really hard to go into that cross. And that's one, you have to master that. If you really want to hit the upper echelons of this game, it's one of those things you got to master.
One of the Owls just getting drilled center mass. We got Bornstein here. It looks like he might want to start moving up, or like you said, you know, he's just content sitting there.
Yeah, he should be. He doesn't really have to do anything.
46 seconds left in this match. You know, and it looks like they're just happy with the time taken away here, which, I mean, they should be. Snake player making a move up. Oh, come on, man, get that shot. Oh, eliminate the one lonely Owl left.
Yeah, well, no, there's still,
Bornstein
I was going to say,
up.
Bornstein coming down the Dorito side. And I don't know if he's going to have enough time, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't need to score another point.
It looks like we got 14 seconds. 10, 9, 8. And here comes Corey trying to find a shot here.
Yeah, and as time ticks off, and that is going to do it. So, oh, Corey Bornstein was just wanted to run down the last player.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it was Spencer Lloyd, last player left alive for the Owls. So they just didn't have enough for Long Beach, and Long Beach looks pretty good. Here's the question I got to ask you, though, Catfish. You've seen Long Beach play. You've also seen Florida Gulf Coast play, the Eagles, which would I'd say would be, at this point, after seeing at least the teams we've seen so far, those would be my two favorites.
Yeah.
Who are you picking out of those two teams if they were to match up right now?
If they were to match up right now, I like both teams, man. I've met players from both sides. You know, I've talked to the Gypsy Assassin himself, you know, and I do definitely like that balancing act that he did with the gun. You know, that kind of weighed some points towards his way.
Well, yeah, hold on. Let's check up this replay real quick before you finish your thought. Yep. Bam, not able to, not enough.
Yeah.
Not enough reflexes on that head check right there.
Definitely. You know, I'm just going to go, you know, with the hometown boys. You know, that's where I'm from. I got to go with them, you know. Got to go with Long Beach. You know, I just like how they're, you know, a little bit more methodical. Although, you know, I think it'd be a great match. It'd be a great match, but I'm going to have to go with my boys in the end.
Yeah, I can't call it either. It really is too close to call. Though, I've got to say, though I don't want my Cali card getting pulled by our boys back home.
I'm about to punch it out right now.
Well, but at the same time, I would not be doing my job if I did not say that Gulf Coast won their games more convincingly.
This is true. This is very true. But, I mean, I don't know. Like, these guys have been here. They know what it takes to win. And, like, you know, golf, you know, Florida Golf is the new boys on the street.
I do agree. They are the new boys on the street. But they seem to have a ton of weapons. But I was going to say, for Long Beach, what I would say for them is that they have developed a depth in their roster that we haven't seen from them in years past, which does bode very well for their chances here. And it looks like we have Kristen Kelly down on the sidelines with Corey Bornstein. What do you got for us?
All right, Corey, let's talk about how good your Dorito side is.
I mean, it's real good. I mean, we didn't really get a show at that match, but it's like the spicy nacho cheese of Doritos, man. I mean, it's excellent. What can you say about it? We got a lot of our, not line 2 guys, but other guys who usually don't play as well. They're stepping up this tournament, and it's really nice to have that. You know, it gives our line 1 guys a big break. Sorry, man.
And defending champs, who's going to be the toughest competition out here?
Ourselves. I mean, it's hard enough to not get on top, but stay there, you know? So we got, I mean, I'm sure every team's hunting for us, you know? We were hunting for the teams that were winning when we were coming in, so.
Well, you got a target on your back. Back to you guys.
Well, they do definitely have a target on their backs, and as well as they should. They are the returning defending champions, and we're going to be right back to the last game of the day. Florida Atlantic University Owls going to be taking on Rucker University Scarlet Knights. And do not go anywhere.